Topic number two today. Ralph, I want us to put on our GM hats. Who's your favorite GM?
Oh goodness. Um, I don't know.
Well, in some
Good
circles,
answer.
in some circles, they call me Coach
Me.
Presty. Yo,
Me.
you're your own favorite GM.
I crush every video game that I play.
You know what? You have always been very prideful in how you build your video game dynasties, and I honestly, truly admire it. But what I want to do here is you and I want to build a college basketball all-decade team. Now, everyone quiet. I understand it's 2025. We are going to go back 10 years. So in the last 10 years, obviously with that being a decade, we're still doing this in 2030. We'll revisit the all-decade team. But what I want to do is I want to build a 12-man roster. We can do
Okay.
whatever we want with it, and you have players from now all the way back into the 2015 season. Sound good?
2014-15 or 2015-16. I think it should be 2015-16 because that's
20,
10 seasons.
2015, 16, because if we let the
Yeah.
2014, 15, then it'll complicate some things.
I was going to make a real case for Jaleel Okafor if we were doing 14-15. But
That would have for sure flown on our team. But yeah, let's go the 20 we said 2015, 2016.
2015-16 season to 24-25.
All right, let's start our roster here. Do we have the non-negotiables?
Cooper Flag and Zach Edey.
Cooper Flag, got to get the Naismith winners on there.
Yeah.
Got to get Cooper
But we're not just
Flag.
going straight Naismith winners. I went down the Naismith list and there were some that I would actively um, campaign for us leaving off.
Yeah, I mean, some of the players. I mean, Sheboy's on that list. We're good on
She
that.
Sheboy's
Uh,
not making the cut.
Garza, not Garza making a cut.
I don't think so. But we'll keep him on the list.
All right, we'll keep him on the list here. Moving down, I guess we gotta have. Does Brunson qualify for this list?
Brunson does. I think we got to have Zion and Jalen Brunson.
Zion, Jalen Brunson. I mean, right now you got such a talented team. Maybe we'll talk some fit stuff once we get to a certain point, but we'll go Zion 3, 4. We'll go Jalen Brunson.
Drew Timmy.
Oh, mm, mm.
I don't think you can tell the story of the decade without Drew Timmy.
He was, I mean, he was definitely everything, honestly, for college basketball for that time. All right, we'll go Drew Timmy. So right now we have Cooper Flag, Zach Edey, Zion, Jalen Brunson, Drew Timmy.
Yep.
Interesting team. There we'll move some things around. I think we'll get to like maybe rotation stuff once we build.
Yeah, yeah. We're just building.
Yeah, let's keep building some players. Let's keep adding people here. Um, Paulo Banchero doesn't make the list, does he?
He's not a slam dunk. Better NBA player than college player, I think, but still a very good college player.
Okay, I'm just going through some teams and things. Uh,
Obi Toppin?
Obi Toppin's for sure on there. Obi
It's all,
Toppin.
you see highlights pop back up after the Pacers doing their thing, and you're like, oh, this guy had Dayton number 2 in the country.
Right. And
Like,
possibly we're gonna win a national title.
right,
Uh
right.
does Buddy Hield work for this?
I think he
Wait, let
does.
me do a quick check here.
I think he does work for this.
'Cause he
And I think
does.
he's somebody.
Buddy Hield
Yeah, I
works.
think I think you got to put Buddy in there.
Buddy Hield is on this team. Crazy.
He
I
split
see.
National Player of the Years with Denzel Valentine,
And that
right?
and Denzel
But
Valentine.
do we put? I don't know if I'd want Denzel on that list, honestly.
Stop it. Not on my
Well,
this
if
I'm your assistant GM. Denzel's on
if if I remember correctly, the 1 year Denzel qualifies for this was the National Player of the Year. So it was 2016, right?
uh
Was it?
2015, 2016, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the year they lost to Middle Tennessee in the first round, right?
He was what? Listen, why do that?
Because I don't know if I want him on my team for that year.
I get one rank pull and I'm going to use it on this one. I want Denzel on the
All
team.
right, all right.
I'll give you one too because there's certainly going to be one you try to come up with where I'm like that's absolutely not happening.
I'll go ahead and put it in there now. Then
Who?
Miles Powell.
See, I don't hate that, but like Ralph, we're talking all decade and Miles Powell makes it
Yes,
over like Carson Edwards.
you can have both.
We're running out of space here, man.
All right, you want Miles Powell? Or you want Peyton Pritchard?
Miles Powell. All right, we have three spots left. All right, just a quick current update on who we got. We got Cooper Flag, Zach Edey, Zion, Jalen Brunson, Drew Timmy, Obi Toppin, Buddy Hield, Denzel Valentine, Miles Powell. We have three spots left. Are there any positions that we need on this team? We got our point guards. Maybe you could use maybe a little bit more two guard depth, wing depth.
Two guard depth, wing depth.
Or honestly, no. I mean, we got Timmy Edey. Got Zion Coop at the four, Obi Toppin. Honestly, we could just go three players we want on this team. I think we're pretty solid.
This is one I have two I've had the biggest debate about for me.
Okay.
Does Braden Smith make the cut for you?
Not yet, because the only thing I would say here is like, are we forgetting some of the other guy? Like, what about a guy
All right.
like, what about like a Shabazz Napier?
Didn't make the cut. He's 2014.
Okay. What about like I'll think, does Van Vliet make it?
Yes.
Are we forgetting Fred?
All right. So how do you stack up someone like that versus like a Frank Mason versus a Braden Smith or a Walter Clayton?
Um, I
You know what
mean,
I mean?
personally, I'm taking. Honestly, no, I don't think Van Vliet's on there, to be honest with you. He was only honorable mention All-American. He was solid. He's good. I'm not
Yeah.
completely hating on the situation. Honestly, I think I'd rather have Braden on the team.
Would you rather have Braden than Frank Mason?
Do we do both? Also, I'm hand up. I'm sorry for suggesting Fred Van Vliet. Like, have we ever had the conversation? He wasn't that great.
Okay. I think he's got 1 year in this 15-16, which I think is also the year Wichita State was the undefeated one seed
When the year where he averaged 12 and 5 and 3,
for an undefeated one seed.
shot 40% from the field.
That's might be why he went undrafted.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry. Van Vliet's not on this team. I think Frank Mason deserves to be on this team. Wasn't he player of the year or up there?
He was player of the year. He was player of the year.
Frank Mason's on the list.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Duke Jabari Parker. Or is that too early?
I think that's
That's
too
too
early.
early.
That's
That's
too
too
early.
early.
That doesn't
That's too
qualify.
early.
No, if you wanted more Duke guys, you
Yeah.
do like RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
Um, Not sure who else. Ooh, are we forgetting Trey Young on this team?
We are forgetting Trae Young on this team.
I think Trey Young is.
Only person in college basketball history to lead the nation in both points and assists.
Yeah, so Trey Young's on the team. That leaves us with one spot.
Oh gosh.
Also need to do a
Do we
year.
put anybody from that Baylor team in 2021?
The thing is that team was so good. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
worthy of like adding
I
like
don't
a
think I
Jared Butler.
Yeah, I mean you can make a case for it, but I don't know if I would do it outside of it if we're putting the whole
I think
team
I'm
in.
looking here. No, he doesn't. I was gonna say like Oladipo, but he was way earlier.
Yeah. Do you put Darion Trammell on there? The San Diego
Stop,
State run?
stop it! Don't even do that. Um,
I did that for you.
are we forgetting any of the UNC guys?
Marcus Page,
Armando Bacot,
Armando.
Caleb.
All right. If we have one spot left,
We have
and
one.
if we're viewing it from the standpoint of we cannot like if you are viewing it from the point of you can't tell the story of college basketball the last decade, do we put Caleb Love on the team?
Just to have him on the squad.
The last Pac-12 player of the year, ended Coach K's career. Like he has been such a player in college basketball the last 5 years.
He's been a staple. I like Caleb Love on the team. All right, that rounds out our roster. Here's our
I
12.
can't believe we just put Caleb Love on an all-decade team.
No, I feel great about this, to be honest with you. I feel absolutely special. We have Cooper Flag, Zach Edey, Zion Williamson, Jalen Brunson, Drew Timmy, Obi Toppin, Buddy Hield, Denzel Valentine, Miles Powell, Caleb Love, Frank Mason, Trey Young.
Can we not put Walter Clayton in there
Where's
over
what?
somebody?
Who would Walter Clayton go? Honestly, I'd be fine. This is
I'd be
gonna
fine with him over Caleb Love.
see. I want to take him out over Frank Mason.
Oh, I
I
I
wasn't a Frank Mason guy.
I would allow that.
All
I
right,
would allow.
that's crazy. So Caleb Love survives the last cut, and we add Walter Clayton Jr.
Yeah,
Who's our
just
co
the March run
Who's our
has to be
coach?
from the last decade. Dan Hurley,
Yeah, it's Hurley. That's our
back to
guy.
back titles. He had some Rhode Island round of 32 appearances in there too.
Don't make me change it by bringing up that Rhode Island nonsense. Yeah, but shout out to our all-decade team. That team is special. It's better than any all-decade team I've ever seen.